If you're eyeing the Garmin Epix Pro, thinking it's the ultimate smartwatch to level up your training and health tracking, hold up. I'm about to reveal what's lurking behind that flashy 1.4 AMOLED display and sapphire lens. But here's what surprised me. The Garmin Epix Pro, despite its premium price and impressive spec sheet, has some quirks that might just ruin your experience. In fact, what some rave about might actually turn into a headache for many users. So, before you drop over $600 on this titanium beast, let me take you through the good, the bad, and the unexpected deal breakers that aren't in the Amazon descriptions. You might be a serious athlete, a weekend warrior, or just someone who appreciates a smartwatch that does it all, from advanced health metrics to mapping every hill you run up. But does the Garmin Epix Pro really deliver? Or is it a shiny distraction packed with promises that don't quite pan out? Stick with me because I'm breaking down everything. The features that shine and the problems that could make you want to return this watch faster than you can, say, GPS drift. Trust me, this isn't your typical sales pitch. Now let's talk about why this watch is tempting. The Epix Pro offers a luminous AMOLED display, which is rare for rugged multisport watches. It's built for bigger wrists with a robust titanium bezel and a sapphire lens that's practically bulletproof against scratches. It even throws in a built-in LED flashlight for those night runs or late night "where did I put my keys" searches. Plus, it's packed to the brim with health metrics like heart rate variability, pulse ox, advanced sleep monitoring, and sports modes galore. Running, hiking, soccer, golf, and even racket sports. Sounds like a sports geek's paradise, right? Well, yes and no. But here's the kicker. While the Garmin Epix Pro's spec page brags weeks of battery life in smartwatch mode, real-world use tells a different story. Under heavy GPS tracking with multi-band GNSS enabled, which Garmin says improves accuracy drastically, the battery drains much faster, sometimes less than half the advertised time. One user mentioned he had to recharge midway through a marathon-length trail run. Ouch! So, if you're someone who wants to rely on it for extended outdoor adventures without packing a power bank, be warned. The Epix Pro might leave you in the dark, literally. Another surprising snag is the size and weight. This watch measures 51x51x15, making it quite chunky, especially for those with smaller than average wrists. Garmin markets it as made for larger wrists, and that's true. Not everyone will find it comfortable for all-day wear, let alone sleeping. A smartwatch that's supposed to track your sleep shouldn't feel like wearing a mini bowling ball on your wrist, right? I tried it overnight, and let's just say my dreams were more about the watch pressing into my skin than peaceful rest. If you prefer lightweight and low-profile devices, this might not be your dream companion. You're looking for accuracy in tracking your training stats. Garmin packed the Epix Pro with multi-band GNSS and SatIQ technology to give you superior positioning even in dense forests or urban canyons. Sounds perfect for thrill seekers navigating tricky terrain. However, some users reported inconsistent GPS accuracy, with positions jumping around or delays in route recording. It's almost like the watch has a mind of its own. It's narrating your run like a confused tour guide. Garmin's promise of improved coverage in challenging environments doesn't always hold up here. Also, the new Hill Score and Endurance Score features are interesting concepts that gauge your running strength and overall stamina by combining data across workouts. However, the algorithm feels a bit hit or miss. Sometimes it rewards easy runs more generously or penalizes tough terrain unfairly, making it hard to rely on these scores for precise performance analysis. So if you're a stats nerd who crunches every bit of data to optimize training, temper your expectations. But don't think I'm all doom and gloom here. The Epix Pro really shines when it comes to health and wellness tracking, especially with 24/7 monitoring features. It keeps an eye on your heart rate variability, HRV, oxygen saturation, and sleep stages quite reliably. And while Garmin is clear this isn't a medical-grade device, the numbers are close estimations. They're invaluable for getting a comprehensive look at your daily recovery and readiness. Plus, the morning report feature intelligently combines all this data, so you don't have to be a data scientist to understand how you're doing. One feature I genuinely appreciated was the LED flashlight. Yes, it sounds gimmicky, but using it during a dusk hike made me realize how handy it is. Not just for lighting dark paths, but also for safety with its strobe modes. Imagine your watch turning into a beacon when the trail goes pitch black or when you're signaling for help. Definitely a lifesaver if you're the kind of adventurer who likes to push daylight boundaries. Now here's something Garmin nailed: the navigation experience. The watch comes with preloaded topo-active maps covering thousands of golf courses and ski resorts worldwide. Ski bums and golfers rejoice. The up-ahead navigation prompts are a neat way to stay on track without pulling out your phone or stopping to check the map. This is serious outdoors tech done well. If only the GPS tracking had that same reliability. Also, for sports diversity, Garmin didn't hold back. Unlike many watches that stick to running and cycling, the Epix Pro has profiles for soccer, baseball, volleyball, football, ice hockey, and even racket sports. If you're playing an amateur league or just love mixing up your workouts, this watch can handle it all. Plus, advanced training features like wrist-based running power and strength training metrics help you reach your goals smarter, not just harder. Having said that, I've got to call out some software flaws that might frustrate you. The user interface, while packed with features, can feel overwhelming and clunky at times. Switching between apps or hanging on a particular metric doesn't always flow smoothly. Menus can lag or become unresponsive, especially after software updates. For a watch that costs north of $600, you'd expect silky navigation through screens, not a slapdash slideshow. One ironic twist worth noting: while Garmin pushes battery efficiency with SatIQ tech, some users complain that the watch aggressively limits GPS and sensor usage to conserve battery, which ironically hampers performance accuracy. So you get a watch that's torn between lasting longer and tracking precisely. It sounds like a bad rom-com, doesn't it? The smartwatch loves you but can't decide how much attention to give. Here's a joke for you. Why did the Garmin Epix Pro go to therapy? Because it couldn't handle all the tracking pressure. So, who exactly should consider the Garmin Epix Pro? If you're a dedicated outdoor athlete with larger wrists who needs detailed multisport tracking and values a stunning AMOLED display, this watch can certainly impress. It's also great for those who want in-depth health insights and advanced navigation without carrying a phone. However, casual users or those with smaller wrists may find it bulky and overkill, and battery life concerns coupled with occasional GPS hiccups might be deal breakers for extreme endurance athletes. But don't worry. If you decide to take the plunge, remember to tweak your GPS settings to balance accuracy and battery life. Also, prepare yourself for a bit of a learning curve to master all the advanced features without getting lost in the menu maze. A smartwatch this powerful is a commitment, not a casual fling. To sum it all up, the Garmin Epix Pro is a powerhouse packed with features and some standout strengths, like its gorgeous display, solid health tracking, and versatile sports profiles. But it's not perfect. Size, battery life under heavy use, occasional GPS inaccuracy, and a clunky UI are valid concerns. If you want a rugged all-in-one companion and don't mind these quirks, it's worth considering. If perfection and seamless user experience are your top priorities, you might want to explore other options or wait for Garmin's next model. A final joke to lighten the mood: why don't smartwatches ever argue? Because they just sync instead. Now, if you want the best price for the Garmin Epix Pro, check out the Amazon link in the description below. Prices fluctuate rapidly, especially on high-demand products like this, so grabbing it at the right time can save you a decent chunk of change. Don't miss out if you think the Epix Pro fits your wrist and your workout style. And as always, thanks for watching and happy training.